All right, welcome to another topic with Mathemasoft. In this topic, I'll be introducing partial fraction. So don't let us go into too much of theory. Um, Partial fraction is an extension from algebraic fraction. So you have to have a basic knowledge of algebraic fractions. So let's have a demonstration. Suppose we are being given this 2a minus 1 then plus 2 over a plus 2. So if we are being given this to simplify, so if we are being asked to simplify this, don't forget we are trying to check the background knowledge of what partial fraction is. So if we are being given this, obviously to solve this, we say we find the LCM, which is 2a minus 1, and the other LCM will be, and the part of the LCM will be a plus 2. So 2a minus 1, okay, 2a minus 1 in this. So what will remain will be this. So we take that's a plus 2. So that will be 1 bracket a plus 2. And then we have plus a plus 2 in this. So just see it like you are doing 2 minus 1 a plus 2 divided by a plus 2. So that's the way you should see it. So this will cancel this. What will remain will be this. And then we'll multiply it by 2. Exactly. So that's the way you should see it. And then we can say we now have plus 2 brackets 2a minus 1. So this, we can say that it will give us, if we expand what we have in the numerator, that will be 1 times a plus 2 will give us a plus 2, plus 2 times 2a will give us 4a, 2 times minus 1 will give us minus 2. And then this will cancel what? This. Of course, we still have our denominator, which is 2a minus 1. We have a plus 2. So a plus 4a will give us 5a over 2a minus 1, okay, into bracket a plus 2. So this is exactly what this simplification will give us. So in partial fraction, in algebra fraction, you learn how to simplify something like this to get this. So in partial fraction, what we are doing is they will give us, let's take a question, split 5a over 2a minus 1, a plus 2, split it into partial fractions. So you can see now the word partial here means that when we have a fraction, okay, we have a rational fraction, okay, that we want to split into parts. That is, we want to split it into parts, okay. It's just like you are being given a log of wood and they say you should actually what? Split this log of wood, okay, split it into, okay, into parts. All right, so you are splitting it down into parts. That is what partial fraction actually means. So in this kind of situation now, the way partial fraction question will be is exactly what you have right now. This particular one I want to work on. So let's try to do it now. Split 5a over 2a minus 1 bracket a plus 2 into partial fractions. So now they want us to actually what, deal with this such that what we are going to get this. So that's what we do in partial fraction. You know, in algebraic simplification, you'll be given in parts, okay? You'll be given pieces of fraction like this, okay? And then you make it to be what? Just one fraction like this. But in partial fraction, you'll be given a complex fraction such as this, okay? And then you'll be asked to split it into parts such as what? This. So that is what we do in partial fractions. So let's try this and see if it will definitely give us this back. Okay, so let's try that. We have 5a over 2a minus 1. Okay, and then we have a plus 2. All right. We are still going to talk about the, you know, types of a partial fraction based on the identity of their denominator, or based on the nature of the denominator. We can actually what talk about what types of a partial fraction. So the nature of the denominator will guide you on how to actually split it down. But for this is actually under linear, denominators. So this linear partial fraction, that is what the denominators are what actually what simply linear. So if I'm going to split this, okay, we have a over, because we don't know what the numerator will be, but exactly we have seen what the denominators are. So this is exactly what we are going to get. Now we don't know the value of a, we don't know the value of b, but we know that if this partial fraction is to be what is, if this complex fraction rather is to be splitted into parts, it's going to be in the form of this. That's a over 2a minus 1 plus b over a plus 2. So now for us to actually get what those, partial fractions are, we need to now find the values of a and b, and that is the skills that you now need in solving partial fraction. So let's try that. So I will still say I have a over 2a minus 1 a plus 2 equals, so if I find the LCM of this, of course it will give me 2a minus 1 a plus 2, and then I say 2a minus 1 in this. Okay, so that will remain a plus 2. That will be a bracket a plus 2, and then I will have plus, okay, a plus 2 in this. It will give me 2a minus 1. That will be times b. That's 2a minus 1. Okay, now if you compare, you see that the denominators are the same. Okay, and if the denominators of both sides are the same, definitely it means that the numerator are also what the same. So hence we can say that 5a equals a bracket a plus 2 plus b bracket 2a minus 1. So in this case we try to use elimination method. So because we can't just find a and b, at the same time. So we need to actually find a way of either eliminating a first or eliminating what b first. Now the only way we can do that is for us to look for a perfect value that we can substitute for a, this small letter a perfect value that we can substitute such that, either of these will become what 0. So if you look at it very well, if we tackle it from the angle of this side, if I put a as minus 2, okay, minus 2 plus 2 will give me 0, and that 0 times this a will make everything here to become 0, and then the only thing that will be left in the equation will be what, this b. So that is what we are going to do. So let's say put a equals to minus 2. That means that 5a here will become 5 bracket minus 2 equals a bracket minus 2 plus 2. Anywhere you see small letter a, you put minus 2 now, plus b bracket 2 bracket minus 2, then minus 1. And then I have minus 10 equals, this will become 0. It's just that I want to write it, for writing sake first, so that in the next one we can be skipping that. So plus, I have b now, I have minus 4, okay, minus 1. So that will give us minus 10 equals, you know, everything here is now 0. This will be minus 5b. Okay, because that's minus 4 minus 1 will give us minus 5. So I have now minus 5b equals minus 10. And b will give me minus 10 over minus 5, and that will give us 2. Okay, our b is 2. Now that we have gotten our b as a 2, we can go back to this now because we want to find a. Okay, a plus 2 plus b bracket 2a minus 1. Now, don't forget that what we did here is for us to substitute something that will make everything here to become 0. You can try to get that even for this also. You know, what can make this to become 0? If I put a as half, okay, so that means that 2a will become 2 times half, then minus 1, you know, entirely this place will become like this, okay, and 2 times half, okay, will give me 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 will be 0, and everything here will become 0. So you can substitute, okay, small letter a to be half now, so that everything in this b can what? Disappear. Everything in this b can disappear, and then you'll be left with what? Just this what? A. So exactly, you can do that. So we have put a equals to 1 over 2. That will make this one to become 5 bracket. 5a will become 5 bracket half. A now, that's half plus 2, okay, plus b 2 bracket half, okay, minus 1 equals into bracket. So this will give me 5 over 2 equals, okay, this will give us 2 and a half, okay, that's what this will be, a, and then plus, of course, this one will be 0, but let's write it. That will give us 1 minus 1. That will give us 5 over 2. 2 and a half here will also give us 5 over 2a plus 0. Everything here will become 0. And then we can say 5a over 2 equals 5 over 2. Let's cross multiply, cross multiply, cross multiply, okay. 2 will come and multiply this, 2 come and multiply this. That will be 2 times 5a equals to 2 times 5. That will be 10a equals 10. So that will be a equals to 10 over 10 equals to 1. So we know that our a is equals to 1, our b is equals to what? 2. Now let's rewrite this, these equations that we have here now. Let me copy it. Let me just copy it. All right, so this is what we have. Okay, so let's write it properly now, since we have known the value of our a. Okay, I think that's not the actual one for us to copy. Yes, this is the one we need to copy. Okay, I could have written it, but because we have written it before, I just want us to copy it out, because you have to write that once you are done. Okay, so we can copy this because we have just gotten the value of our a. Okay, so this is what we splitted this fraction into. Now we can write it properly. Now that we have the value of a and b, you can say 5a, therefore 5a over 2a minus 1, 2 bracket a plus 2 equals, instead of writing a, now what's our a? Our a is 1. We now have over 2a minus 1 plus our b is 2. We now have a plus 2. Then we have already what? Solved this according to partial fraction. So let's go and check. 1 over 2a minus 1, is that what we did initially? Of course, yes. You can see that is what we did. We did 1 over 2a minus 1 plus 2 over a plus 2. That's what gave us what? This. So what we have just done is just the reversal of the whole thing. We now took it from this now, okay, which is the complex rational fraction, and then we use it to split it down into what? This. So in partial fraction, you go from complex okay, complex rational fraction, just a single fraction, okay, will be splitted into what? Uh, into simple rational fraction, rational fractions. So the simple rational fractions you split into might be 2, might be 3, it might be 4, depending on the nature of the denominator of this complex rational fraction. So exactly, this is the introduction to the knowledge of partial fraction. So in the next video, we'll begin to look at solving partial fractions with according to the nature of the denominators. That is, we're talking about the types of partial fractions. See you in that video. Bye for now. If you have not subscribed to our channel, please do so and share this video. Give us thumbs up and let me have your comments. Thank you so much. Bye.